ಏನು ಎಂತದು? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆರ್ಟಿಸಿನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಮೂರ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಡಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಟ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾ? ನೋವು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತೇನೆ. ಹ್ಮ್ ನನಗೆ ಹಾಕಕ್ ಬರಕ್ಲವ. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಹಾಕಕ್ ಬರಕ್ಲ. ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾಳೆ
Hello everyone, we'll be starting the session in 2 minutes, so please wait for that. Hello everyone, good evening. So welcome to the today's stock market orientation section. I'm Kushi. So I am a project coordinator at Disciple Corporate School. It is pleasure to introduce to our mentor, Mr. Lakshmi Narayan R. He's a He's a computer science graduate from BMS College of Engineering, Bangalore, and started his career with Akamai Technologies, including work experience in United States also. So today's session focus on stock marketing psychology, which is one of the most important factors in investing success in the market. So it's not only about knowledge, but it's also about controlling emotions like fear. So investors who stay disciplined, patient, and make rational decision are more likely to achieve long-term success. So I'm sure today's section will be provided valuable insight for all of us. So yeah, now without further delay, I would like to invite Mr. Lakshmi Narayan R to begin this session. And thank you, and let's have a great learning experience this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kushi, for introduction.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I think as Kushi mentioned, I have started my journey as a software engineer. And okay. But as the more and more I was learning about the stock market, it was always helping me to learn more. Okay. And here I wanted to represent Disciples Corporate School. Okay. Yeah. About myself. Okay. I have a 15 years of experience in stock market. Okay. The main agenda is we have to, I wanted to get a more in-depth knowledge in a stock market. Only, just knowing it was not helpful and also profitable. Okay. We have even I went up to more than 80% of a winning probability. And market is all about when to enter and when to exit. That is where you will become a master in it. Okay. That is where we got a depth knowledge in that. And also a fundamental and technicals. Both are important. Okay. And here I wanted to give a glimpse of what we will be talking about in the upcoming days. Okay. Friends, I think here even some of the people are required in a Kannada also. I will talk in a Kannada also in between if it is required. If anybody is required, please, let me know if you want in a more in a Kannada also. Okay. Yeah. The next topic is why, how it is unique than how other people are doing. Okay. Stock market is all about a timing, when to enter, when to exit. Okay. For that, a main thing what we use is a psychology of a stock market. Okay. I hope everyone able to see the screen, what I'm displaying. Okay. You can see the stages of a stock. Okay. This you can relate to a person or a company, or it can be stages of any company, person, industry. Even recently we were comparing with IPL also. I'll give a more example to understand this particular psychology market cycle. Okay. The main stages you can see your disbelief, hope, thrill. Okay. I think you would have heard a more of a example like depression. A lot of people, we heard a news called Deepika Padukone was in a depression in a few years back. Like that, we would have heard a news and anxiety. Okay. But for us, a main two things are very, very important: hope and thrill mode. Okay. I can give you an example. What is a thrill mode? Thrill mode is where everything is happening perfectly fine. Everything is positive. That's why it is mainly mentioned it as a green. Okay. I can give you an example also in your life when everything is going right. What will you feel? Oh, things are happening in my way. When you need a money, you have a money. Even when you come to family, family is very happy, no negative at all. When you go to work, okay, work is also, work culture is good. Everybody is listening to you. That is where you feel that you are a happiest person in the world. That is where everything, people say in Canada, Mutidala Chinna. Okay. That is where it's a thrill mode happens. Okay. That will sustain for some time, and later on some of the negative will impact, and that negative 1 to 10 negative, that people get into a panic mode and they do a lot of mistakes and they stuck in this period for a long journey. Again they take a break, again some hope creates, where one positive at a time, and keep on building that positivity will bring it to the thrill mode again. That is same thing happens in the stock also. I can give you plenty of example like this. Okay, in your life you would have come across. Okay, example, recently RCB is going in a thrill mode where in a 2024 when they win 7 out of 7, that creates a hope for them. Okay, we can also win continuously. That they became a habit to them in a 2025. They created a belief in the last year. This year it became a thrill mode. Next year also we are expecting to continue that thrill mode. You can see the environment in the thrill mode, right? No negative. Everybody support each other. Everybody talk positive about other person. That is where the thrill mode happens. Even I can take another example. Yash in a KGF. Okay, he is in a thrill mode where everything is happening in his way. He thought that everything is perfectly fine. And next, toxic, we need to see whether he is continuing in the thrill mode or he come to the complemency part. Okay, I think somebody raised a hand. Any questions here? Okay. Fine. Any question, you can always raise an hand and speak. Yeah. I can take another example, a Bahubali Prabhas, where he was actually in the peak level where Bahubali industry level hit. It was, I think, entire India blockbuster. Everything happened for Prabhas. But later on, he is not able to achieve what he is able to achieve in the next movie. That is where his curve is going down. I think recent movies also became little down in his career. What he will do is he will take a break. If he select the right script, and again he can create a hope, again he can come back to the thrill mode. Okay. Yeah. How this works in the company level. I can take an example, few example. You can take an example, ABB. I think everybody here, you would have heard of ABB. This is a top 50 company in India. Top 50 Fortune company in India. You can see that it has actually gone thrill mode in a 2024, 23. Okay. Is this the right time to buy? No. We have to wait for a fall to happen. And then after the fall happened, did we buy here? No, we waited till it gives a confirmation. Okay. Confirmation in the sense hope. Can you see that it's hope as created at the price of 5,375. It has fallen from 9,000. It has fallen till 4,500, 4,600, but it has given a confirmation around 5,300. This is where we start buying a stock. Okay. And after buying a stock, you can see how beautifully it has gone up from there. Okay. Another example I can tell you, Infosys. I think most of us know the company because of Narayan Murthy and Sudha Murthy. The peak of our Infosys recently, 2 years back, 2000 was a peak. But later on, because of obviously external input or external information, the stock is continuously falling. Okay. We, we were waiting for one hope, but still it has not created a hope. Are we buying the stock? Not yet. We wait till the stock to give the confirmation or a hope. Then only we start buying the stock. Okay. I wanted to give a recent example where confirmation or a hope has created. Syngene is one of the pharmaceutical company, a top 100 company in India. This has also fallen from 900 to 400, which is 60% correction. Okay. And after that, you can see that a 428, that is where the price has confirmed, okay, from here I'll start going up. What would have happened here? Because after selling a lot of things, the buyers would have come here because they thought that this is the cheapest price or a wholesale price, a discounted price. Okay. That is where we have to buy. We have to buy, obviously, you would have heard, you buy low and sell high, correct? Obviously, you have to buy at a low and sell when it reaches a peak. Okay. These are the examples I wanted to give. These are the psychology you will be learning in our classes. What are the topics you're going to learn from our classes is psychology of a stock market, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, mutual funds, demand and supply. There it comes actually, how do you identify a company which is in a demand or a supply? You can actually choose which company, what level you can buy. You can actually buy at a wholesale price, demanded in nothing but a wholesale price. And you can sell at a supply where sellers are going to come. Okay. And trap, you would have heard a lot of times, trap, which is, people say that it will say that it is going to up, but it is not going to up. It is actually trapping and coming down. Okay. And more of a strategies. Then obviously most of the people are more interested in future and options. How we can actually do same psychology, we can take it in a future and options. And currency market, commodity market, forex, US market also. We all know that US market is 10 times bigger than India. And nowadays it is open in India to invest in a US market. That analysis also we will have to go through. And cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or any other coin, we can actually discuss on this. These are the main topics, 12 topics we will be discussing in our classes. Yeah. I would like to listen any questions are there from your end. Anybody has any questions? Yeah. I think in order to learn from our academy, more details, you can also contact Kushi Gowda. Anybody want to ask in Kannada? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Yeah. I hope the session was clear. Yeah. No problem. I wanted to give some more examples. See, I can take any stock as an example. We can say that which is in what kind of a stage and what kind of a scenario it is, and whether it is in a right time to buy or sell, we can actually decide. Okay. The main agenda here is a profitability. Okay. I want to give a glimpse of it. The main intention is profit and consistency. Okay. Any stock, let's say you would have heard a company called IndusInd Bank. Okay. Recently, you can see that it has fallen from 1,600 to 600 rupees. Okay. See, usually any stock which is falling, usually what we have to check is fundamentally whether it is going right or wrong. Okay. If I go to the IndusInd Bank, it's a 68,000 crore company where you can see that the revenue is actually growing better and better. Only the problem what they are facing is a revenue. Okay. When they are facing a revenue a lower and lower, what happens is technically also it cannot grow. Okay. I can give a plenty of a example. This is called as a screener where you can find any stock in detail ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನರ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನರ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ is you can actually query, it will give a number of stocks. Let's say ನಾನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಾಬರ್ ಹನಿ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಾ, FMCG ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬಂದು 75,000 crore and price is 427. Number of shares into current price ನೀವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get the market cap. You can actually check, let's say 20,000 above capital ಇರುವಂತ ಕಂಪನಿ and profit growth above, let's say 30% or 40% above ಇರುವಂತ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾನು ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗುವಂತ ಕಂಪನಿನ ನಾನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಿ these are all the companies, 96 companies, more than year on year, 40% growth ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Okay. Example, why are we doing this? We always do the process, let's say we do the preparation first, correct? Example, ನೀವು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಾಳೆ ದಿವಸ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ದೇ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ how many days they'll prepare, and they will actually prepare for all kind of a balls. Okay. What we do in a stock market also same thing. We prepare first. We wait for an opportunity to come. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಯ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಯ್ಬೋದು, ಡೌನ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕಾಯ್ಬೋದು, ದೆನ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ಸಿ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕಮ್ಸ್, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 15 ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ 15 ಜನನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. 4 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್. But opportunity ಸಿಕ್ತಾಗ how are they executing is very important. The next comes is execute. ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಡೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್. ಸಿ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್. I'm giving you a simple example. 40% growth ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 96 ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ 20,000 ಎಬೋ ಇರುವಂತ ಕಂಪನಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಜಿಲೆಟ್ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಜಿಲೆಟ್ FMCG ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. 25,000 ಕೋಟಿ ಕಂಪನಿ, 25,000 crore ಕಂಪನಿ. ನಾವು ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು 56% ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಇದೆ ಇಯರ್ ಆನ್ ಇಯರ್. ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್. ಅದೇ ತರ ಪ್ರೈಸು ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳೀತಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್, ಬಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, 2025 ಜುಲೈ, ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ 11,000 ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು. ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 40 to 50% ಫಾಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. isn't it a good opportunity to buy? Yes. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಡೌನ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬೈ ಅ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹಸ್ ಗಾನ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬೈ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್, saying that a confirmation or a hope. We have to wait for the hope. See, now it is actually in the direction of a falling. So friends, I wanted to give another example why it's very important to create a hope. See, if a stock is falling continuously like this, we don't know where it is reversal happen. ಒಂದು ರಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಬೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗುವಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಅಪ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಜಿಲೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ನೀವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 1 year ಇಂದ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ? 1 year ಇಂದ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 56% ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ is increased. Okay, when the profit is increasing, obviously it will affect in the company book value and again a current value. Okay, what we have to wait is a confirmation. Okay, namge ivaga presently I'm just identifying the supply here. Okay, ee supply na hege kandidiyodu, that is what our topic in our orientation. That is where we have to learn the demand and supply. Okay, it's a mathematical model. Okay, we have to learn that first, how that to mark that demand and supply. You will notice the more it is coming towards to this, the people are selling this stock. Till it breaks this, the stock cannot go up, because people assume that this is a expensive at this level. Okay, if it crosses this, then it will not become an expensive. That becomes an opportunity for us to get into the market. Okay, we can take another example. See, these days next generation, everybody is predicting that solar industry will be in the peak. Okay, for that example, there is a company called MB. Okay, EMB. This is a solar based company. Okay, you can see that I think RCB is also promoted this year. Okay, all that we know, and you can see that ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು almost a 193% profit increase ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Do we need to miss this opportunity? No. We need to capture this opportunity. How can we capture this opportunity? By preparing and looking at the fundamentals and both technicals. Is it a right time to enter the EMV? We can actually open the EMV. Can you see? ಇದು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು only 6 months ಆಗಿದೆ. See, this is what I drawn as a supply actually. Recent, I think it is almost April. 2 months back, it has actually crossed this particular area. I can give you in a better way. It has actually sellers, you can see that it has tested. A lot of sellers has come, it has gone down. Again came up, buyers have come, again sellers have come. But now more buyers have come, sellers have got eliminated. Sellers have emptied. You can see that it is going up and it has given a confirmation hope. This was a right time to enter. But it's okay. Now it's in the momentum now. You can still have a chance to buy this particular stock. Because it is in the urge of starting the rallies now. Okay. This is how you can actually take the opportunity. ಈಗ 23% ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಅಗೈನ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಮೋರ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೀವು ವರ್ಷ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ, ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ ಡಬಲ್. ಮುಂದೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ highest revenue they will be making it. That is what even a subsidiary a government is giving. Even EV companies, whatever EV cars we are getting, EV vehicles we are getting, all the vehicles will need a charging station. That charging will become a solar. What is the prediction? As an India how much big we are and how much infrastructure we can create. This definitely a future of a multi-bagger ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೆಳೆಯುವಂತ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಪ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ಹೋಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ we can actually buy this particular stock and we can actually get into the rally of a stock. Okay, ಈಗ ಇದೇ ತರ another example I can give you where a stock ನೀವು ಬೈ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. I think Suzlon Energy is another stock that is also energy, solar energy, all that. I can take another example of a Lupin is another example. Lupin is a best example because it's a pharmaceutical company. I'm taking another different vertical altogether. Okay, Lupin is actually a 1 lakh crore company. It's almost a top 50 companies. It is one of the 50 top companies in India. If I go to the balance sheet, can you see 20,000 to revenue is almost 30%, 20% increasing. Profit is increasing 78%. Okay, fundamentally Lupin now check ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Okay, when it comes to a stock, whether it is ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ stock, it is already peaked. You can see recent ಆಗಿ already ಮೇಲ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. Okay, I think now it is peak ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ we have to avoid the stock to get into the stock because we have to wait for the correction to happen, then only we will get into because wholesale price ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು. Okay, I think Lupin is already gone up. Okay, we can see Bajaj Auto. Bajaj Auto is one of the automobile industry, very famous industry. We can see a lot of automobile products from Bajaj Auto. We can see two-wheeler, three-wheeler. Okay, lot of inventions also they are doing. We can see that a revenue is increasing 20 to 30%. A profit is increasing 48%. ಈಗ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಬಜಾಜ್ ಆಟೋ ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ. ಸಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಪೀಕ್ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 2024, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 2 years ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ನೋಡಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಟ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ, ವೆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್. ಆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಫಾಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸಿ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಎಂಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ನೋಡಿ ಬಜಾಜ್ ಆಟೋ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡೋಕೆ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ವಾರ್, ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪಿಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ತರ ನೀವು ಬಜಾಜ್ ಆಟೋನ ಈಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಂಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ಓಡೋ ಕುದುರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಓಡೋ ಕುದುರೆ ಇದೆ, ಈಗ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ರೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಜಾಜ್ ಆಟೋ. ಓಕೆ, I can take two more example. HPCL. Okay. Hindustan Petroleum. ನೀವು HP petrol bunk ತುಂಬಾ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, the same company. The revenue is actually low, but only profit is increasing. Maybe because of expenses ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ಸ್. Kalyan Jewellers. Kalyan Jewellers, I think the gold is also gone up, the demand is also increased. Yeah, you can see that revenue ತುಂಬಾನೇ last 2 quarter back, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 months back 30 to 40% increase ಆಗಿದೆ. And year on year 43%, and profit is 92% increase ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ್ ಜ್ಯುವೆಲರ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಯ್ತು. ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ್ ಜ್ಯುವೆಲರ್ಸ್ 2024 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೀಕ್ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ತರ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್. ಸಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವೇ ಇದೇ ತರ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ ಶುರು ಆದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇದು ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಬೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವೇ ನೋಡಿ, ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 780 rupees is a peak and 330 is the lowest. Okay, that is where almost 50% discount ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೇಳಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಡೌನ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾಲಿಂಗ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಎಂಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, this is another best example, Kalyan Jewellers, very famous jewelry company. Actually, it is one of the India's biggest jewelry company antane helbodu. Okay, because it's almost 34,000 crore valuation is. They have an asset of 20,000 crore also, and you can see promoters are 62%. Okay. And one more example I'll take, and we'll go to the next step. Any other example? I'm taking a very random this thing. Apollo Tire is also, you would have heard a company. HFCL is a recent star actually. HFCL, you can hear the company that is fundamentally very good. 25,000 crore. You can see a revenue is 22% increasing. Recently, the profit is also 76% increased. But if you look at the stock, ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ we missed the greatest opportunity. Here is actually the confirmation as given. You can see it was falling from the top, and then it was actually started going up. Okay. We actually recently sold it, this stock. I can show you. Yeah, that I can. We have given the opportunity. We have given the signal to sell this particular stock 2 weeks back. Nodi, idella stocks ella we have sold it when it went up. That is one of the companies, HFCL. Similarly, we exit at a peak like this. Okay. This is one of the best example. If you prepare well like this, we get an opportunity, plenty of opportunity like this in the market. If we prepare very, very well, we get a lot of opportunity like HFCL. In a 2 months period of time, it has gone like almost doubled, more than a double. Okay. I think this is the best example, and you can go through all the stocks. You will get a plenty of opportunity. That is where what we are going to talk in the classes. The course is approximately 20 days, and 2 hours each classes, approximately 40 hours classes. Yeah. Any questions, friends? Anybody wants to ask? ಏನಾದರೂ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. Yeah. Any further questions you want to ask? ನೀವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಖುಷಿ ಗೌಡ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋಂಥ ನಂಬರ್ಗೂ ನೀವು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ. And thanks one and all present here, and looking forward to meet you either in personal and in classes in upcoming days. Thanks for attending, and all the best.
Thank you everyone for attending this orientation section. I think it was a great learning. Thank you.